Hey guys, this is actually a slight rant video and slight just explanation video. And yes, my hair is purple. I let my homecoming date decide. Sonia, if you're ever watching this, I still hate you. Just kidding. But, so it's come up, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but there have been issues going on with Emmanuel Church, the church that I usually go on the Hartford Project with, surrounding my involvement in DeMolay. Not all of you might know what DeMolay is, of course. So DeMolay is an organization for young boys ages 12 to 21, which started decades ago, actually in 1918. So this year's the 100th year anniversary, or 1919, one of the 2 years. Either way, this is the centennial year. And what DeMolay does is it teaches young boys how to become better men, giving them necessary lessons that they need in loving their families, loving their parents, respecting religion, whether it be theirs or any other, courtesy, comradeship, friendship, cleanness, and then love and respect for country. It's often looked at as a cult. Let me just say it's not. That might be biased, but I really don't care. We actually had a talk about this at camp, because yes, I went to DeMolay camp. A cult is defined, actually, I'll pull it up for you right now. Oops. Okay. So, a cult, right here, is a social group with social deviant or novel beliefs and practices, although often unclear. An older sense of the word is covered in a different article is a set of religious devotional practices that are conventional within their culture and related to a particular figure, and often associated with a particular place. So, there are some definite arguments that it could be a cult because there is a lot of ritual involved in DeMolay. Because that is also a major part of a cult, is that it's all ritual based. Because there's always a set way that you do things. And a set, string of words that you say. Well, you could apply that definition to literally any religion. Especially, recently Christianity has been conflicting with Freemasonry. Right and left. But you could look right at Christianity and go, that fits that definition of a cult as well. Because of the fact that it's a set series of, just whatever, a set series of ritual. You go in, you sing songs, you listen to a sermon, you recite some verses. It might not be the same every time, but it's still a series of, parallel, it's parallel. But there's a difference. In a cult, you're not allowed to leave the cult, or if you try to, you will be killed. Or, in a cult, you're not allowed to speak out, you're not allowed to run it. DeMolay is the exact opposite. DeMolay is run by the youth who are members of it. It's only overseen by advisors who are Masons. So, that right there, that is what contradicts the idea of DeMolay being a cult. But then there's the subject that was brought up by Emmanuel Church, which is that it is a separate religion. And with one of the key virtues of being in DeMolay being respect for religion, all religions, it could be looked at as, it's not a particular religion, therefore it must be its own. Well, no. Just because an organization doesn't have a set religion doesn't mean it's its own. Look at school. School doesn't have a set religion. Are you going to say going to school is a religion? No, you're not, because that'd be stupid. a lot of the arguments that were brought up by Emmanuel Church were based on the teachings of Freemasonry, which, yes, inspired the teachings of DeMolay, but it's not the same stuff. The Masonic ritual, from what I know, is a lot more vague and open to interpretation. Another argument posed by Emmanuel: there's no direct quotes from the Bible. There's no mention of God. It's always a God. It's always this, that, the other thing. And I would pull out my ritual book and, show you different places, but I can't because of the fact that we don't disclose secrets outside of our group. Although I can tell you that there are direct quotations, especially from the Book of Psalms, considering when we learn respect for parents, it's in the ritual, the exact same verse in the Bible where it says, honor thy father and thy mother. And when we're learning about cleanness, it's the verse that's quoted is, create in me a clean heart, O God. So anyone who takes a look at it and goes, oh, that's its own religion, in reality, they don't know what they're talking about because they haven't delved deep enough into it to actually learn what exactly it is that DeMolay teaches and what it inspires. In reality, people have asked me, what's changed? Because I know you're becoming more of a leader recently. This was actually brought up by a few people at the Hartford Project this year. And it's because of my involvement in DeMolay. I've just grown as a leader in the last few years, especially since going to leadership camp. But it's amazing to me that people can still be so narrow-minded and think that something that they heard a long time ago, that from just some random person that they never talked to since, that idea that was presented is always correct. In reality, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do have my phone here with my rant I posted on Instagram on the way home from leadership camp, but I haven't even looked at it, and yet I'm more or less I've already more or less explained everything here without even looking. Yeah, one last thing that says it's not a cult. This idea of it being its own religion is very, very stupid, and it's very, very rare. It's more common for someone to accuse it of being a cult. In a cult, as I've already said, you are a member for life. And if that means you try to leave and you get killed, so be it. Especially the leaders in a cult. They're there until they die. And they decide the next leader, after the fact. In DeMolay, it varies chapter to chapter whether someone is in charge for 6 months or a year. Our last master counselor, he was in for a year. Our newest installed, he's been in since about September, and I think that's how long his term's going to be, until next September. And then it'll be me. Oh, and thank you, State Suite, for taking me under your wing, and actually, I know I'm known throughout New England for my involvement in DeMolay. So, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Would an organization that's not beneficial for anyone put so much effort into teaching young boys love for parents, patriotism, courtesy, and comradeship? I don't think so. And so, this ring that I have on my finger, it belonged to my grandfather. It is a very old DeMolay crest ring. I wear this with pride because I know I'm part of the biggest organization that has almost ever been. It's worldwide. Not to mention, the brothers, or the brothers and friends that you have are always there for you. You can't say that about some of your best friends, now can you? So, let me know down in the comments below your exact opinion. I will read them. I'm not gonna judge anyone's opinion. Your opinions are your own. I can't change those. But I do hope that this video was able to sway a couple of people to actually see the truth in what DeMolay teaches and what it is, as opposed to just being narrow-minded people closed behind doors that they refuse to even consider. So, on that note, I'm going to let you guys know I will be uploading videos a little more frequently now, because now I have a good laptop and I can actually edit the videos and I'm not restricted by school or work, I've never worked, school or stuff at home, because I can just do it whenever. So check out my other new video right here and subscribe right up here. And I will post whatever you guys want me to post. I mean, songs with lyrics, I'm game for that. If you guys need me to come on, or you want me to come on and talk more like this, I'm game for that too. So just let me know what you want to see down in the comments below. Till next time.